Danielle.
Hi, Case.
Welcome to another episode of Bonus Sesh.
I'm still very proud of you for coming up with that name.
I came up with it on the fly, didn't I?
It was, and it's beautiful.
Thank you. Wow, today we are doing a deep dive into a favorite guest of ours.
Yes. Now, this person came into our lives a while ago, and as we've said, we've had her on our regular podcast, but I feel like we didn't get enough time with her. And this person we have tried to hire many times.
We failed to hire her because...
none of those shows ended up becoming shows.
Exactly. We failed to hire her because we failed in general.
Yeah, we failed. We failed as humans and as writers and comedians. She has not failed.
Oh, she's soaring.
She is soaring without us. She is doing great. She has gone on to much success.
I might ask her to hire me.
Do you have a job for us?
Tables are turning
Fast.
Please welcome back to, I guess, our recorded world, Ms. Kara Brown.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kara.
That was an intro.
That's the truth, Kara. Do you have a job for us? Any openings?
You know, let me see how this pasta situation goes.
Okay, put in a word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kara, you're currently writing on Grownish.
And it is currently killing it in ratings, in reviews.
Yeah.
It's a spin-off of Blackish.
Yes.
Tell us about working there, and this is your first writer's room. Am I...
Yeah, this is my first writer's room, my first TV job. Came hot off of Jezebel.
I love Jezebel. It is
a great place to come hot off of.
You know, it was a good transition to leave and go. But yeah, it's been really well received, and it's really exciting. And this show follows Zoe Johnson, who is the oldest daughter in the Johnson family on Blackish, and she goes off to college, and it's kicking her ass.
She's so gorgeous.
I mean,
right off the bat, I have to say it.
Yeah.
It's funny because one of my friends asked me, she said something like, do you remember people being that hot in college? And I'm like, if someone who looked like Yara went to my school, everyone would have known her.
No offense, though, you kind of are that.
I know. You might not have
you might not have known it because you were that a little
You're
bit.
looking around like these ugly fucks.
And everyone's looking at you like you're her.
You must have been like, oh.
And I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable, but the minute you're like, I don't know people that attractive when
then one day,
like,
Kara passes by a mirror and she's like, finally, something to look at. Now, Kara,
that's
tell
why
me,
you didn't know.
Is she pulling double duty on both shows?
She is, she's on some episodes of Black. Like, I think they did it sort of chronological-esque where she is in the beginning of the season, and then they send her off to college.
Wow.
So yeah.
Smart. She'll come home for the Christmas break.
Yeah, that kind of, there's a episode where Trevor, I always get the character names. Aaron on the show. And he is someone who was introduced in the backdoor pilot and is kind of a love interest-esque character for her in college. And so there's one episode of Blackish where he is at home and meets the family and is introduced and all that.
I love nothing more than this type of thing. It gives me a thrill in my heart. Like, wait a minute, they were on that one, but there they are here.
Well, different strokes and facts of life.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that to me was that.
Cheers and Frasier.
Yeah.
It's fun. It feels really fun.
It makes it seem like TV is real life.
Yeah, that's which I already believe.
Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. You know, I could go on.
I referred to somebody the other day on the podcast. I was like, well, when I was talking to Lala, it was like, you were talking to her? And I was like,
have you guys still been watching Vanderpump?
All in on Vanderpump since you opened our eyes to, and I've quoted you on the podcast since you've left, saying that like, oh no, we're not supposed to like these people.
No,
and that blew our
Can
minds.
you give us your hot take on what transpired with the fact that Faith was recording with, again, an old woman, not to be forgotten, in a coma next to her?
Faith, I mean, the fact that we haven't even seen her face since the first episode is disappointing. Like,
it's crazy because she figures so heavily into this plot.
And I'm like, is she going to make a crazy comeback halfway through the season? Is that going to be the cliffhanger before there's the break?
Did they not negotiate her contract and they didn't know what a player she would be?
Because they won't even play the sound of that.
I mean, like, do you think they'll play it the next episode, or do you think we're not going to hear it?
We were trying to with Ira the other day on our podcast with Ira Madison III. We were like, what? Did they not legally get this?
You always tag that third on there. Is that
so
right?
So does he. So does
I
he.
have to. How am I going to not? He comes from a line.
Listen, he does it too.
He has a lineage.
I've rolled up to restaurants with him, and it's like, oh, what's the reservation name? And he says Ira Madison the third, and I was like, they would have known who you were if it was just Ira Madison.
Can I say though, if I had a third, I would use it all the time.
I know.
I will never not use it, and I will never not call him that.
I think, and we posited that perhaps the elderly woman that was there, like her family in protest, was like, please do not play the sounds of lovemaking over our grandma's body.
I wonder if you could hear her in the back of being like, I've fallen. Can someone get me?
Can I also say lovemaking is so generous?
I know. But I picture like them like on the bed with her with like a comforter like smothering her.
I mean, I've forgotten about the old woman.
I picture like Handmaid's Tale, except for they're between the old woman's legs.
It's the only thing I think about all the time. That woman.
I should think of her more because I think the drama of it all, and I get swept, and then I completely forget that she had a front row seat to all of this.
Maybe in the middle.
Okay, Kara, tell us about where are you at with TV in general? Tell us favorite shows, guilty pleasures.
Favorite shows. I am completely obsessed with two things specifically right now. One is The Good Place, which I think is a literal perfect show.
Really?
Yeah.
It's great.
It's
I came
amazing.
in late to it.
You're in too.
Yeah, I came into the second season and fell in love.
It is like the storytelling is so tight and it's so funny and it feels actually like fresh and very different in a way that a lot of other stuff does not. And everyone on the show, they're such good actors. Ted Danson is a goddamn revelation. It's amazing.
And one question because I do think network TV in general is harder to find great stuff. And I actually think Blackish and Grownish would be truly like the only shows I might like choose to watch in a perfect world. But you're saying The Good Place as well. The
Good Place is amazing. I also just completely binged on Lovesick on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know
which
this
is
one.
It's this British show. So basically, like I kept seeing, Netflix now they have those. Like it plays, if you go on Netflix.com and it starts playing a video, which drives me crazy. Because listen, guys, I'm going to click through.
We're already paying.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm in.
I don't need a trailer to play while I decide to watch The Office for the 17th time. So it was always playing and I never clicked on it. And then I think I saw a friend of mine tweet about it. And so I started watching, and it's this British kind of romantic comedy about these three friends, and two of them are in love with each other, but on and off over the course of like 4 years. And it's so funny. And it's honestly one of the realest depictions of love and like being in love with your friend and having your heart broken. And it's amazing.
Okay.
Are you laughing or is it more, what would you say it's in the vein of?
It's honestly, it's like a rom-com and a TV show. Because it is there are parts of it that are very funny, but it also makes me you think about, and I guess it's stupid because I'm still in my 20s, but like when just like the dumb way you dated when you were like 24, 25.
When you were 12.
It just like all of the just stupid, unnecessary shit that would have been resolved if you had just like had a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
No.
But it's great.
Wow. And what about reality?
I mean, Vanderpump is delivering this season.
100%.
Strongly delivering. I'm waiting for Beverly Hills to heat up.
We'll see. We shall see.
We'll see.
Yeah. We're not at a boil yet.
Although I have to say, I feel like my perception, like my favorites have completely flipped.
They always do, right? Where are you at? Who are you?
Erica's driving me crazy.
I got to tell you, I'm starting to go there.
Me too. Yeah. When she dressed
but I didn't
up,
have the courage to say it.
No, yeah, I said it.
It's like I didn't know it until you said it.
I'm a woman who has cried over Casey saying something bad about Erica Jane.
She cried. Tears came out of her eyes.
I haven't cried for my own family, and I cried for you saying something about Erica Jane.
I said I didn't think she was a good performer.
I mean,
and I started crying. This is where we're at. Now, I have turned a little bit this season.
Why have you turned?
One, I think the looks are crazy. The hair and the makeup and the outfits are like it's nuts. Also, she's just a little. I feel like if you're gonna be there and you're gonna be on the show, be in the show. And it's still a little like she's kind of above it sometimes.
Yeah, and I think some of that is to do with we're seeing all the behind the scene machinations that I don't really need to see. For instance, in Atlanta, a lot of the women will bring a look, but I'm not seeing how they're scrounging around looking for it.
Who cares?
They're just showing up with it. No talk of it.
No one.
So it seems desperate.
Yeah, Marlo shows up in a look. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where she shopped and got that thing together. I don't need to know.
I just accept it and move on.
Yeah. I don't want to see how the sausage is made.
Exactly. Like her and Mikey in that closet. Just no one cares. No.
And bringing Mikey to Tokyo, that was where I kind of was like, people are starving. You're going to see Lisa Rinna's daughter and like spent probably $100,000 on that
money
trip.
And time that she took to put that Tokyo look together. It looked like some schmata off the street. It was like, what are we wearing? You could get this at like Jaffe's Discount in Boca. Like, what is this? Didn't even look like real silk.
And who else are you feeling? Don't tell me you've come around on Dorit.
You know,
I
don't think I've come around. I think she's significantly less annoying, which wouldn't have been hard because last season she was so obnoxious. The accent is still insane, but I don't know. Like I think Dorit, she looks great.
True.
Her boobs look fresh
For sure.
I'm loving that.
Fresh.
They look. I don't know what happened, but they're looking.
She got
fresh.
she got like a top off.
Yeah. It's working for me, and I don't know. Like I think she's being smart about the drama she's choosing to engage in.
And I'm gonna say, and I said it on the podcast, I find PK a little less annoying.
He is. I know.
You know what I'm seeing him more for? And of course, he's still like a beast of burden. But I see him more as like, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Like, I see more his love for Dorit.
Yes.
Like he a lot of this.
Of course he loves
I know,
her.
but I'm seeing it more and I'm more touched by it. I'm like, he really loves this woman.
Yeah. They make a little more sense to me as a couple.
Precious
this
little.
season. Yeah.
I heard they have $50 million.
Is it her money?
I don't think that's
where does that
swimsuit
number?
line. I saw it online.
That they have $50 million?
Yeah, they're worth $50 million.
That can't be true.
It can't be true.
There's no way.
Because someone also told me that they are renting that house.
I saw that.
Is that? I say someone told me. I'm like, the internet told me.
Yeah.
Do you think he's renting her car, that mustard colored Rolls?
Is it pink? Oh no, it's like rose gold. I feel like he probably bought that. Like, I think these people, they buy that the accoutrement. Like, she bought $18,000 worth of Hermes China, but then the big
But they have
stuff.
a landlord.
And
Yes.
that the reason that they had to abandon that house and go to Florida for like 4 months was that the person that owns that house was actually redoing it.
Their
And it's
own
not them.
reconstruction.
Yeah.
And not, because she was like, I think the kitchen needed a zhuzh and we were doing this. And they're like, your landlord thought things needed a facelift.
Okay, now switching cities. Where are you at with Nene?
Nene just feels so like not invested.
I know.
Nene does not care.
There's like no light behind the eyes.
No, she doesn't care.
I feel like she maybe didn't get the exact number that she wanted, or maybe she did.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a little part of her that was like, I'll do it, but you're not going to get all of me.
I think Nene's eternal struggle is that she does want to be she wants to be on Broadway and she wants to be on a show for more than like a season and a half. But she also needs to kind of stick in Atlanta. And also in Atlanta, she's a big deal. That house she's in, can't be getting that in LA, I'm guessing, off of this Real Housewives salary. So I feel like Nene's not quite willing to say, I'm going to just abandon that past. I'm going to go to LA. I'm going to do this. And she keeps one foot in the Atlanta
In the
pond.
grave.
Yeah. No, that's Greg. That's Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Greg is living on a prayer.
Greg is
You're halfway there.
By the time this airs, R.I.P. Greg.
No.
Sorry. And I laugh because I'm scared for him.
No, anytime he walks in the room, he looks like he doesn't know where he just walked.
No, he looks like death warmed over. He's not well.
Okay, Danielle. Okay. I love Greg.
I say this with love. I say this with
I really do. I feel a soft spot for Greg.
She looks very, you look concerned.
I am. I'm sure. Like he's unwell, and he is, and he has a family history of heart issues and stuff like this. Like he needs to be.
He does often look ashen. Like he's just.
And I don't know.
It's so tough for these people that are like unwell and their wives are like, get on a reality show.
He's like, throw a party. Like he's just out of the hospital.
They're coming in and he's like trying to get his bed raised.
They're having a white party at her house and he literally just is like home from the hospital.
He's like, I hope they can put my scrubs or my hospital gown is white.
It's not good. It's not
Get well
good.
soon, Greg.
Are you writing at all for Jezebel now?
I am writing a little bit. I'm sort of, I guess it's freelancing is the word. I don't know. I'm writing here and there. I hope to be writing about, this is the last season of Scandal, of which I feel like I've dedicated so much of my life to.
Your body of work.
Yes. So I'm hoping to do some reflections on that, possibly Jezebel or wherever will take me. Editors.
One thing, can I throw out something about Scandal that
Please.
I loved that June Diane, my friend, actually pointed me to very quickly? There's a Chelsea Handler episode for her new show with the whole cast on there. Did you see this?
No.
And Kerry Washington said something that blew my mind, that basically when she went on maternity leave, I guess for the second time, and I haven't really seen the show in a while, but they upped the storyline of another woman.
Of Melly?
Melly.
Yeah.
And Kerry Washington said, like, she was home and it was just one of those low moments where you're like, I'm home with a baby. Will I ever recover, work again, get back to my job? And it is her show.
Yeah, completely.
She said she's watching. So, of course, her first feelings are just like jealousy and like just a spiral.
Yeah.
And then she said that she like dug deep and actually decided, like, if it's not my show anymore, even if I'm on it, like it just might not be my time anymore. And let me raise this woman up and let it be our show.
Wow.
I'm getting a chill saying it. It was so beautiful.
That is so big of her.
I know. I feel like that's who she is. Am I wrong?
I mean, I feel like, for better or worse, I will forever conflate Olivia Pope and Kerry Washington.
Yeah, how can you not? It's such a, the same way we would with Breaking Bad and
I see him for Malcolm in the Middle.
that's on you. That's your problem.
You're the only one. But no, like they're both amazing. And I just remember Scandal, like when I was living in New York and I had this roommate and we were friendly, but we didn't hang out, but we would always watch Scandal and we would like drink our red wine.
So cute.
And everyone would tweet about it. And I was like, this is like, we're all just together, guys. This is so nice.
It brought you together.
It did.
Wow. I went to, there's nothing after this fun fact, college with Katie Lowe's.
You did? Are you still friendly?
did you?
Yeah. We were in acting school together.
She has had quite the journey on the show.
Quite the journey.
It's sort of, I love that they kind of just abandoned her original storyline. Like she had been this, gosh, it's first season. She had been like some girl who killed her boyfriend and then she went in hiding.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert from a smooth
10 years ago. It's not a spoiler anymore. It's like, get on it, people.
Right. And then now she's just like a super spy. And like the jump, I have to say, didn't quite make sense, but who cares?
Now, what's going on with her and the sexual relationship between her and
Oh gosh.
That guy.
Oh shoot, I forgot his name.
Guillermo?
Oh, Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Well, no, because there's no relationship with them.
Oh, I thought there was.
Well, there had been some tension.
Okay,
for a
I think
while.
that's what I last
But then
seen.
now she's with Charlie, who was another mean killer spy, and she's super pregnant. And then she was stolen on their wedding day. She was kidnapped.
What?
Wow.
And poor Charlie.
Kidnapped while pregnant?
Kidnapped
On her
while
wedding day?
pregnant on her wedding day.
Lot going on.
That's a triple threat.
That's a big day.
Who would do that?
Whoever.
Super spy.
Papa Pope is who. That's who did it. Olivia Pope's
Olivia's dad? Who plays Olivia Pope's dad? Just curious. What
Oh
actor
gosh,
can
why am I
take
forgetting
that
his
on?
name? He's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name, but he's like he just is constantly doing like Shakespearean soliloquies. He's like
Who
a
is he?
trained
Which actor?
actor.
I gotta IMDb this.
Yeah, we gotta find it. I can see the name and I'm forgetting it. There's a lot of people on that show, guys. A lot of names to remember.
I did one episode of Grey's Anatomy and I looked high and low for Shonda.
Was
She's not hanging there anymore.
What
you know
season
who was
it?
there last season?
Okay.
You know who was there, which was also a thrill, was Debbie Allen.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a great substitute.
Debbie Allen, you want fame? Fame costs.
I mean,
Here is where you stop.
I'm not like a Grey's Anatomy head, so I did not know until I showed up that Debbie Allen is a producer on it.
Yeah, and she directs a ton of the episodes
Well,
now.
she walked into the operating room. I'm like, is that Debbie Allen?
I would have shit my pants.
What's happening? And they were like, yeah, she is your boss. I was like, okay.
She's all in, and she's on the show. Oh my God, Debbie.
God love her.
Yeah.
The actor that plays Papa Pope is Joe Morton.
Yes.
Ooh, I know him.
Yes.
He's in everything. He's amazing.
He was also, to bring this back to a nice kind of grownish reference via a different world reference.
I'm here for
he
it all.
was stood up at the altar by Whitley. There's this big scene where she's about to get married, and then Dwayne comes in and breaks up the wedding, and Joe Morton was the dude, I'm pretty sure. Probably.
Really?
I'm almost positive. He was the man she was supposed to marry.
I loved A Different World. Like you don't.
I did too.
No, I watched from first season when Marissa Tomei was on it.
Marissa Tomei.
Remember that? You were not born yet, but
Did you watch Girlfriends?
no.
That's the show with Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes, I did not watch
Okay,
that.
I used to watch
Produced by Kelsey Grammer.
what? No, I think I knew that.
I know.
Total. This is strange.
yeah.
This is
That's a what I felt when Debbie Allen walked in. Although not as much of a
no. This is totally off the subject, but there is a performance of Candide going around in Los Angeles right now, and Kelsey Grammer is in it, and there is a picture of him like advertising Candide that it was taken 45 years ago.
I saw it. It's like blonde locks.
I know. It's like, that is, you are not that age. You are not that man. This was taken during Cheers. Like this photo.
I'm sure the rest of the world doesn't feel this way, but I just feel like he fell off after he screwed over Camille.
I agree.
Yes. I don't think he's really recovered.
No,
No,
he
he
hasn't.
hasn't. He
Not-
took a hit.
With that flight attendant
You know
girl.
who else fell off? And I know they were nowhere near Kelsey Grammer status, but at least in my heart, it was David Foster.
Not me.
Oh, yeah.
He's going strong. He looks great.
Dating Catherine
I know.
McPhee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was that real?
It's real.
You know those, sometimes you'll click on an ad and you think it's going to, or like an article and you think it's going to be a real article, and then it's just that page of all of those non-article
Yes.
links that don't go anywhere.
I've done it many times.
Yes. I thought that's what was going to happen when I clicked on the David Foster, Catherine McPhee piece, and turns out no.
No, they're dating. They're going hot and heavy. I have always found him attractive. She likes an older gentleman. Her first husband was like I remember when she was on American Idol, she was dating someone who was like an elder. Like she likes an older guy, and he is a handsome man. I find him to be
It's a little
attractive.
was just so
creepy.
mean.
I know. I think he's a nasty
Oh, he's
guy.
a nasty man.
Now, Kara, can we segue into, you have a blog.
I do.
It's different.
It's different.
You know, in terms of subject matter than
Yeah.
I would necessarily pinpoint for you. Tell us about it.
I have a blog called Fancy Pasta Bitch. And
Fancy pasta bitch.
oh yeah. And on it, I early last year around March, I bought a pasta maker and I started making some fresh homemade pasta. And it became a thing. And so I would Instagram it all the time, and I was really getting into it. And there was one night where I had been drinking some wine with the pasta making and before and after. And I posted something on Instagram. I was like, look at this pasta, guys. It's amazing. I'm the fancy pasta bitch. And then my friend DM'd me and she was like, you should buy that URL. And the wine allowed me to buy it.
How much was it?
It's like $15 or something.
Great.
And I bought the URL, and then I just started
I see an
blogging it.
empire. I
Yes,
do. I'm not
me
kidding you.
too.
And it might
Guys.
not be today, and it might not be tomorrow.
I mean, I think I could at least get like a cooking show.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I'm not
what
saying it's high level, you know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't need to be.
Hey, look, there's an opening. Vitali's gone.
That's
There's an
true.
opening
That's
in
true.
the world,
You know-
and we want a strong, kick-ass lady to pick up the mantle.
I just want to
Yeah.
read what it says at the top
Please.
of this. It says, fancy pasta bitch. No recipes, no professional photos, just fancy pasta and a bitch who loves it.
Can I I tell you guys, I write this blog and I barely reread anything that I write.
Why do you need to? This
It's
is
just
amazing.
first drafts all around.
Everybody go there, get your eyes on it, because I have never been so hungry in my life. The bolognese is stunning.
Okay, there's some ravioli that I'm seeing on here, and you write of the photo, and I think these do look like nice photos. You wrote, I heard someone, parentheses me, calling them the Rihanna of raviolis. I mean, this is really funny, and I'm so impressed you even used your pasta maker, because I bought like a Instapot, like, and it just sits with like silver fish in it.
I know.
You make pasta from hand though. Like I think I've done something when I've just done the sauce. Like I'm not even creating the pasta from scratch.
You know, I live my life by doing things that look a lot more impressive than they actually are. And I would say that like once you get into it, it's not that difficult, but it's super impressive to people who don't know what's happening.
I want to hear that again. And I'm like Oprah now, making someone repeat an aha moment. Oh, yeah. You live your life.
Oh gosh, what did I just say?
I'll say it.
Doing hard things,
doing
easy
things that appear much more difficult than they actually are. It's like it's my beauty sort of philosophy. Like the makeup, it's not as much work as it may seem, because I'm not lazy, but I mean, oh God, it's a lot of work. And so they're just
because you have a gorgeous red lip on right now, which to me signifies someone who takes care of themselves and cares about their appearance.
But just the lip.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you have on right now.
I like filled in my brows a little, but
as my mom would say, you have like a funky eyeglass on as well.
Oh yeah, my Warby Parker.
It seems very like cool.
Yeah, you know, but it's not a lot of work, and so that's the thing, and it seems impressive. But didn't take much.
Wow, guys, words to live by.
Yeah, I'm really learning a lot.
Now, what was...
Okay, I'm sorry. There's one more picture. Pasta. And under it simply says, Kenya. Kenya. I mean, it's really, really great.
What's been your favorite so far? Is there something that we should be cooking ourselves right now?
Well, let's see. I haven't blogged about them yet, but I made these carrot ravioli dough with mascarpone filling.
What?
Ooh. I know. I found the recipe. You know, I didn't come up with it, but it was pretty impressive. But I got to say, the bolognese it's incredible. You add milk and wine. The whole time you're cooking it, you're like, this looks like garbage. This is not going to come.
There's wine in it?
Mm-hmm. There's white wine in it.
You said in the blog, you were like, every time I make it, I feel like it's not going to come together. It's not going to congeal. And every time it does. I keep, because it takes a long time. It's like 4 hours or 5 hours that you have to let it just sit there. And you don't really do anything. So I just walk by it and I'm like, oh, damn it. It's not happening. And then I come back and there it is.
So you don't have kids, Kara.
Her bolognese is her children.
This is what I've got. I've got pasta.
Kara, so, I mean, I feel like from where I sit, you're living your dreams.
I'm trying, man. You know, I feel like everything could go south at a moment's notice.
It sure can.
And it will.
Right. It for sure will. And even before, you know, the ogre that occupies the White House was present, I was always just like, guys, I could get hit by a bus tomorrow, could step off and that's it. You never know.
Yeah.
So trying to not do things that I don't like.
Now, I feel like I read this on your blog, maybe I didn't, that like something that inspired you to do this too was that like all this dress in the presidency, like this, that was because
I couldn't quite remember, and then I looked back and I had bought it in March, and so I think that was about the time when we were all like, okay, this isn't going to be good, this isn't going to be good, maybe it won't be that bad, because do you remember, I feel like in early February we were like, I don't know guys, maybe
he'll get it together,
maybe he'll hire some adults, maybe it won't be terrible. Around March it was like, oh no,
this is what it is.
This is long and bad. And I think I was just looking for something. Pasta making is great because it's an active activity, but it doesn't require a ton of like thought, and I don't have to pay a lot of attention.
So is it kind of meditative in a way?
Yeah, like I usually watch TV while I'm doing it, and I just like have old episodes of The Office on, and I make my pasta. And it
seems like you really like The Office.
I really like The Office. You know what?
I actually become a writer on the reboot.
Oh man,
you've inspired me to email my agents and get an audition.
I know. Well, I also rewatched The Office a lot in 2017 because I feel like there were a lot of like when This Is Us was so when it blew up, and I was like, guys, I don't want to cry. Like, my God, every day the world is terrible. I don't want to go home and cry. And so The Office was a good standard. Like, I know I'm going to laugh. I know it's light. I know it's going to entertain me.
And it's going to deliver.
It's going to deliver. Like,
at least up until Pam has her baby. It's going to deliver.
Yeah.
Kara Brown, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody, please go to her Twitter, go to her Instagram, and also go to fancypastabitch.com and watch Grownish on Freeform.
All of those things.
Every single
It's a lot to do, but I believe in everyone.
I hope you aren't hit by a bus walking out of here.
Honestly, same.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.